So something that I did not know and I'm getting to know, which I must share with you guys, is that tithe sanctifies your money. Tithe sanctifies your money. That is something I've known today. In the modern churches, we have been told that we should not tithe. No, churches will tell us to tithe. But out there, people speak in low tones and they say, hey, how do you take your money to a church that is so rich? Yet you are so poor and you want to take your money there. Is it any logic to take your money to a church and give tithe? And I'm like, I need to be taught here, because what I know is that 10% is all that God requires from us. 90% is ours. But I get to understand that most people have decided to interpret the Bible in the wrong way. And they have said, okay, tithe was there in the Old Testament. These days, we are living under grace and we are living under the New Testament. So we will not tithe. That is how people are justifying themselves. But I want to tell you guys that I've come to know that tithe is the one that sanctifies your 90%. God is just asking for the 10% out of your money, and that 10% that you give him will sanctify your 90%. Do you know how that 10% will sanctify your money, your 90%? There are some people who get paid a salary. Oh my God. They get paid a salary today, and by the end of the day, that money is not there. You may think that I'm talking of those people that earn very little. But these are people that earn enough money to sustain themselves and their families. But what happens is that once you receive that money, the devil drives you to places where you go and spend your money. You go and misuse your money. You are, drinking that money carelessly. You are paying debts, and then after that, you want to treat yourself. You want to treat your girlfriend or your family. The next thing you hear is that you are passing through a dark street in the city and somebody mugs you, and the rest of the money just goes away like that. This money, you decided not to give tithe because you thought 10% is too big to give. And you have said, how can I lose a whole 10,000 shillings out of my 100,000 salary? 10,000 shillings is too much to give to a church or to give to a pastor. Let me just keep it so that I'm able to do my arithmetics and have something in the pocket at the end of the day. But what you don't know is that the 90% that you'd have been left with is not sanctified. It is not sanctified. And now that you have not even given the 10%, the monitoring spirit comes and takes away all the money that you have through sicknesses and diseases, through debts, through occurrences, things that just happen. When the money comes in, things just happens, and you find yourself with nothing. And it is very, very unfortunate. Why we give tithe is that is so that we can protect ourselves, all our money that is supposed to be remaining with us after we give the 10%. Why we give the 10% is that we are supposed to sanctify the 90% that remains with us so that it adds value to our lives. I want to say something that you can look at somebody who is earning so much, but when you look at the life of that person, because that person does not even give tithe, this person is full of issues. The family is full of sicknesses and diseases. There's this child who just gets Caesars, are they called Caesars or what? Yes, for no reason. Taken to the doctor, all the tests are done, you don't even get to see any disease. But this child keeps collapsing and falling sick. Some of these things just come. They just come to steal that which we denied our God in the form of tithes. Mine is not to worry about the church that I'm giving in tithe or the pastor. Mine should be to worry about the covenant that I made with my God, or the obedience according to the book of God, according to the Bible, the obedience that I should have 10% given out, and 90% remains with me. I don't care what that church does with that money. I don't care what somebody does with that money, that pastor, that person. I don't care. What I care about is that God has seen that I have stretched my hand and given the 10%, and without cheating. I have been made to understand that there are those lizards that you see in the houses, and you just see a small lizard entering the house, and you are like, where is this lizard coming from? Sometimes you see a snake in the house. Sometimes there are some flies that are not normal. You see in the house a fly that is just going round and disturbing, and the house is very clean. There's nothing dirty in that house. Flies are supposed to be there when uh, there's dirt and a bad smell, but that fly is just one, not many, but it is fat. It is going round and round and round, and you're like, where is this fly coming from? Sometimes you look at it and you just ignore. These are monitoring spirits. Other times it is the lizards, what do we call, cockroaches. Cockroaches are so many in that house, yet the house is clean. So many cockroaches, and you are like, where are these cockroaches coming from? You try to buy the insecticides and all that, but they don't go. I want to tell you that the devil uses such things to come and monitor you and monitor your movements, to come and see how you living in that house, and takes this report to the witches, who also now, because you have not covered yourself through the tithe, they come, they are given information on how your house is and what is there in your house and all that. And the next thing you hear is that somebody broke into your house and took away your television set, took away your radio, your this and that, your fridge. Let me tell you, these things do not just happen. The enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And in order to counter this enemy, let us give out our tithes and cover our homes and cover ourselves and our children with the blood of Jesus Christ, because that is what we will do. So I want to encourage you guys to give out tithe, not caring that my tithe that I'm giving is going to be eaten up by people who have not worked for my money or for that money. Give it out. Let them eat. As for you, you are covered. You are protected. The devil comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. That devil will not get away to reach you, because you are covered. You are covered and protected. So I'll give my tithe, and I'll not care about where my money goes. I will have protected my 90%. I don't know about you. Please go ahead and think about it. It is important. Our God is not a liar. Our God does not steal. Our God is a true God. Our God is not a con man, that when he says give, he wants to deprive you. God will never deprive you. God will only add unto you what you deserve to have, and will give you exceedingly abundantly above what you can think or imagine. May God bless you. If you have watched up to this point, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and we see you in the next one. Bye bye.